Mr. Grocer and Value Mart presents Food for Thought. And now, here's your host, Don Ritchie. Welcome, everyone, to Food for Thought, the show where contestants use their knowledge of food to score points and win great prizes. They'll be going on a shopping spree with a chance to win $5,000. And today's overall winner will have a chance to win a trip for two to Florida. So now let's meet today's contestants. Starting off with Dave Stinson, who's a business analyst, and his hobbies include fishing, camping, and swimming. And Tina Erman-Diamond, who's a teacher, a homemaker, and she loves dancing, skiing, and vegetarian cooking. And welcome Glenn Pleshko, who's a data processing recruiter who loves water skiing and cycling. Welcome to the show, Dave. Now, this, of course, being a show about food, I'd like to ask you something about your cooking. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I'll barbecue just about anything.
You'll barbecue just about anything. I think that's a good choice. Do you have any special hints for barbecuers? Something that you use in your barbecue sauce or anything like that?
No, just any time of the year you can barbecue. Wintertime's particularly good. I was barbecuing last weekend.
You like to barbecue in the dead of winter?
Yes.
Okay, Dave. Tina, welcome to the show. Now, I understand that you like vegetarian cooking. Is there a particular dish in vegetarian cookery that you like?
I just make a lot of mixtures of vegetables with noodles or rice, or I make a lot of pasta type dishes, different cheeses and tomato sauces.
Sounds delicious. Okay, Tina, thank you. Glenn, welcome to the show. Now, I understand you don't cook a lot. Is this true?
It's true, yes.
Don't worry, that's absolutely no handicap on this show. Some of our contestants have never cooked in their lives. We had someone on once who could only boil water.
Well, I'm in good shape then.
When you do cook, is there any dish you particularly like to cook?
Well, mostly pasta dishes.
Pasta? You like lasagna?
Well, actually, fettuccine Alfredo is my specialty.
Fettuccine Alfredo?
Absolutely.
Well, if you could give me a recipe before the end of the show, I'm collecting fettuccine Alfredo recipes, if you don't mind.
I'll be more than happy to.
Great, Glenn. Okay. Is everyone ready to play Food for Thought?
Yeah.
Then let's start off by taking a look at one of our tremendous prizes. One of today's lucky contestants could win a trip for two, courtesy of U.S. Air. You'll fly to sunny Palm Beach County, Florida, and spend one luxurious week at the Holiday Inn Oceanfront Resort. And if that's not enough, you'll also receive $300 of Visa Traveler's Check. For relaxed, worry-free travel, ask for Visa Traveler's Check. All right, contestants, before we begin, just to make everyone feel comfortable and at home, we're going to give you 100 free points right there on your scoreboards. And in our first round of questions, each question is worth 15 points for every correct answer. And our first question is, what is food called that is ritually fit for eating in accordance with Jewish law? Dave.
Kosher.
Kosher is right for 15 points. Yay! Off to a good start. All right, here's another 15-pointer. This vegetable can make you cry. What is it? Glenn.
Onions.
Onion it is. 15 points for you, Glenn. Okay, here's another one. What is the name of the lemon-scented herb used chiefly for its fragrance, but is also used for tea and flavoring? Glenn.
Lemon pepper.
Incorrect. In fact, it's lemon verbena is what it's called, but you were close,
right.
Glenn. Okay,
Yeah,
here's another
right.
one for
Lemon.
15 points. This sausage, often called black pudding, has two other names. Name one. Glenn.
Garlic sausage.
Incorrect. The answer is blood sausage or blood pudding. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Is the black caraway related to the anise seed or the mustard seed? Tina.
The Annecy.
You're right. You're on the board with 15 more points. And these African perennial seeds are used as a condiment. Okay, here's another one. What kind of meat is pastrami? Glenn.
Ham.
Incorrect. It's corned beef or beef. I take it you're not a big pastrami eater.
No, I hate it, actually.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. I love a pastrami sandwich with a nice pickle on it. Okay, but that's apropos of nothing. So here we go with another question. Is the orange color an indication of the ripeness of an orange? Dave.
No.
You're right.
Yay!
15 points for you, Dave.
Orange coloration, in fact, is a reaction to moderately cold weather, and oranges grown in the tropics always remain green. Okay, our last 15-point question. Which vitamin, C or D, aids in the proper utilization of calcium? Dave.
C.
Were you guessing, Dave?
Just a little.
A little tiny guess. No, in fact, it's D. And that bell marks the end of our first question and answer round, but we'll be right back with more food for thought after this.
This week's Food for Thought feature at all Mr. Grocer and Value Marts. When you want chips with great potato taste, try Humpty Dumpty potato chips. The chips that are always crispy, crunchy good and guaranteed fresh.
Welcome back to Food for Thought. We have a very close game going here, only 15 points separating first and third place. Before we get back to questions and answers, let's take a look at our prizes.
Some of today's contestants will receive from Texas Instruments this microscientific calculator, specially designed to help make scientific calculations with ease and accuracy, complete with source book and quick reference guide. From Schaefer, a selection of white dot writing instruments, featuring Nova, the pen that's out of this world. Schaefer, designed and created for today's most discerning writers. Serve fresh coffee in style with Coffee Butler. This genuine Thermos brand craft keeps your coffee hot and flavorful. Coffee Butler, it's only from Thermos. From Shop Vac, this wet-dry vacuum with the added convenience of a handheld portable blower. 2 powerful cleaning machines in one.
And now we're about to begin our second round of questions, and in this round, each question is worth 20 points. Contestants, your first 20-point question. What liquid are Spa, Baden-Baden, and Poland Springs famous for? Glenn.
Water.
Water is correct for 20 points. You are very quick at buzzing in there, Glenn. I take it you're an expert on water?
I actually drink all of those.
Drink all of those
Yeah.
different types of water?
I've used them all.
Amazing.
Drink.
Okay, so I pronounced Baden-Baden correctly, did I?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Okay, another 20-point
You're
question. What cheese is arranged on racks in a cave in France to ripen? Dave.
Gouda.
Gouda is not. In fact, it's from Holland. The cheese in France is Roquefort cheese. It's a form of blue cheese.
Guessing again.
You're guessing again. And you were admitting it this time. I'm proud of you, Dave. Okay, here's another 20-point question. Which is a game bird from Norway? An abercock or an arfugel? Glenn.
Arfugo.
Arfugel is a good guess.
Yeah.
The arfugel is the well-known Norwegian game bird. Its usual style of preparation is to braise the bird and... well, I braise most of my birds, and I dress it with sour cream, too, and that's an arfugel. All right, here's another one. A 20-point question. Poi, the starchy paste popular in the Polynesian islands, is made by mashing the boiled root of what plant? Glenn.
Carrots. I don't know.
Carrots, I don't know. I assume that was a guess. The correct answer is taro. And poi can be served immediately or allowed to stand to ferment for a nice sour taste. And I understand it's almost as delicious as grits. Okay. Here's another 20-point question. What leavening ingredient is a combination of baking soda and an acidic ingredient? Tina.
Yeast?
Actually, it's baking powder.
No.
Baking powder. Well, that's the end of our 20-point round, so let's recap the scores and check our standings. Right now, in third place, Tina has 115. In second place, Dave has 130. And Glenn's our current leader with 155 points. But don't get too comfortable with that lead, Glenn, because there's only 40 points separating you and Tina. And in this round, each question's worth 25 points. And here we go. What in French is the main course on a menu called? Glenn.
Entree.
Entree is good for 25 points, Glenn. What is the name of the mushroom that reaches weights of 5 pounds and has no gills under its cap?
Truffles.
Glenn?
Truffles. What can I say?
No, I'm afraid that was a guess on Dave's part.
Yeah.
And Dave, don't guess until you've locked in with that buzzer, okay? The actual answer is the bolete, or the king bolete. All right, here's another one for 25 points. chocolate houses thrived in early London, what did they serve? Chocolate candies or chocolate drinks? Tina.
Candies.
In fact, it was chocolate drinks. All right, here's another one for 25 points. I caught you guessing, didn't I?
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Okay. Here's a good one. Ice-cold margaritas are made from lime juice and 2 different liquors. What are they? Glenn.
Tequila and triple sec?
You're right. 25 points.
That was an easy one.
That's an easy one, so you're very familiar with the margarita. are
Very,
you?
yeah.
I've never had one. Are they good?
Quite tasty.
Oh, really? Okay, here's another question for 25 points. Is semolina usually bleached? Glenn.
No.
You're right. For 25 points. And I know you weren't guessing that time. You said it with absolute confidence. You must know that for historical reasons, yellow coloration is valued in pasta.
That's right. I knew that. I did know that.
You really great. Okay, here's another question for 25 points.
Right.
How many ounces in 1 pony of liquor? Dave.
13.
In fact, it's only 1 ounce. I think that's a Mickey that has 13. Okay, here's our final 25-point question. On Thanksgiving Day, when Dad stood at the head of the table to carve the turkey, in one hand he held a knife, and in the other hand a long, round knife sharpener. What was this latter utensil called? Glenn.
A knife sharpener.
Well, it is a knife sharpener, but it's actually properly called a steel, a sharpening steel. All right, that's the end of our question and answer rounds, but we'll be right back with our culinary countdown and our shopping spree, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Food for Thought. It's time now for the culinary countdown, and what we're looking for here are food-related words. As each letter from the word appears on the screen, the point value will decrease. Whoever locks in and correctly identifies the word first will win the corresponding points, but please remember you're each allowed only 1 guess per word. And our first word is a 6-letter word. It's worth 50 points. It's a seafood, and your free letter is an S. We're looking for a seafood. There's a free S. At 40 points, we're getting a guess from Dave.
Mussels.
Mussels, correct for 40 points. Nothing better than a nice plate of mussels marinara. All right, here's a 6-letter word. It's worth 50 points. It's a meat, and your free letter is an E. At 50 points. At 40 points, we have another E. At 30, 20, Dave?
Beaver.
Unbelievable, but true. This aquatic rodent, once hunted in France and made into pâté and preserves, is now, fortunately, a protected species. Okay, here's a 7-letter word. It's worth 60 points. It's a dish, and your free letter is a C. And we have an H, and we're at 50 points. And there's an E. At 30 points, we get another letter. We're looking for a dish. 20 points, we get a V. Down to 10 points. Anyone going to take a wild guess? Glenn?
Levitch? That's why.
No.
Yeah.
The judge beeped twice so that you'd know for sure that he knew it was a guess. The correct answer is ceviche, and it's delicious. It's a Peruvian dish consisting of raw fish marinated in lemon juice. Now, that doesn't make it sound very good, but when you do it with sliced scallops and you marinate them in lemon juice, they are delicious. Okay, here's another one. It's a 7-letter word. It's worth 60 points. It's a cooking term, and your free letter is an E. At 50 points, we get a C. We're looking for a cooking term. There's a D, and we're at 40 points. At 30 points, we're getting an L.
Right.
At 20 points, another letter. Right. Dave?
Scalded.
Scalded is right. Yes, sometimes in fact, you scald milk before you make a custard, and it makes it set more quickly. All right, here's an 8-letter word. It's worth 70 points. It's a dessert, and your free letter is an O. Looking for a dessert, and it's at 70 big points. There's an R, but we're still at 60, looking for a dessert. At 50 points, we get an N. Tina?
Turnover?
Turnover is correct for 50 points. Well done, Tina.
All right.
All right, that bell means it's the end of the culinary countdown, so let's just check the scores and see how our standings are. Right now, in third place, Tina has 165 points. In second place, Dave has 200. And Glenn's our current leader with 230. However, it's now time for the shopping spree, and 200 points are up for grabs, so anybody could still be today's overall winner. And in the shopping spree, we're looking for $43 worth of groceries. So come on over to the shopping carts and let's go shopping. All right, contestants, we have a wide variety of national brands here. We have President's Choice and no-name products, but there are no prices on them. Whoever comes closest to getting $43 worth of groceries into their carts without going over in the 30-second allotted time period will win 200 points. And if you manage to get a total of exactly $43 even, you'll win $5,000. All right, contestants. Now, please remember you're only allowed to take one of each identical item, and you have to, if you have an object in your hand, when the buzzer rings, you're allowed to put it in the cart, but don't add anything else at that point. You have 30 seconds on the clock starting now. Dave, Tina, and Glenn are off on a shopping spree. Oh, and where are they all going? They're all going all different directions, grabbing every which way, trying desperately to find $43 worth of groceries. Dave, Glenn, and Tina. Dave, Glenn, and Tina, they're going crazy back there. They're looking for a total of $43. Whoever comes closest without going over in the allotted time wins 200 points. Back there in the ice cream and frozen foods, we have a mealy. It's going wild. We're counting down now. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. That's the end of the shopping spree. Please bring your carts back up to the front. Well, that was a wild shopping spree, everyone. I thought we were going to have a traffic accident back there, everyone crashing into each other. And I see everyone's got a wide variety of all different foods, coffee and ketchup and everything else you could possibly imagine. We're going to go through the checkouts, find out what their totals are, and we'll be right back to announce today's winner on Food for Thought. Welcome back to Food for Thought. The shopping spree's over. Our contestants have been through the checkout, and we now have their totals. They were looking for $43 worth of groceries. Whoever came closest to that figure without going over wins 200 points. That will make them today's overall winner. They'll have a chance to play for a trip for two to Florida. And if they've hit $43 exactly, they'll win $5,000. And that would be something nice to go home with. All right, Tina, your score is 165. You're in third place. 200 points would make you today's overall winner. You were looking for a total of $43. Tina, your total is $33.98. That's a very good total, Tina. And that now becomes the figure to beat. All right, Dave, it's up to you now. The figure's $33.98. If you're closer to $43 than that, you'll be today's overall winner. And if you hit the $43 right in the nose, you win the $5,000. Dave, your total is $55.38. Well, Dave, you're a busy shopper. Well done. All right, Glenn, it's up to you now. Your score is 230 points. 200 points would make you today's overall winner by a long margin. And if your total is more than $33.98 and it's less than $43, you'll be today's overall winner. Glenn, your total is $52.40. Glenn was over too. Tina, you win the shopping spree, 200 points, and that makes you today's overall winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now we have one more game to play. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on over here with me. All right, Tina, I have here 3 questions, and I'm going to give you a chance to pick whichever one you'd like to answer. The only thing is, you can't take it out of the envelope and read it, okay?
Right.
You can have any one of these 3, so go ahead and pick. Now, you sure that's the one you want?
I'm positive, even at my lucky numbers.
I always give our contestants one opportunity to make another choice.
Never change your mind.
You're staying with that one. All right. There we go. Now, you'll have 10 seconds in which to answer the question, and I can only accept the exact correct answer that I have here on the card. I'll tell you when the clock starts ticking. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For a trip for two to Florida, where the sun is shining right now, what berry is obtained by crossing the blackberry, raspberry, and loganberry? You have 10 seconds on the clock starting now.
Cranberry, and it's just a guess.
Cranberry's incorrect. The correct
Don't
answer
know
is
another.
the boysenberry.
Okay.
Hey, Tina, don't worry. Don't feel bad. You've won fantastic prizes. Let's take a look at those now.
You've just won from Casio the MT240 MIDI keyboard with 210 sound combinations, 49 MIDI keys, and 20 PCM rhythm sources. And you've also won a glamorous weekend for two at the Sheraton Parkway Hotel in Toronto North. Relax in deluxe accommodations and enjoy a weekend of gracious hospitality.
So the answer to that was boysenberry. I bet that came as a surprise to you. Do you know where the boysenberry was first developed?
No.
In fact, it was developed in California, where all kinds of strange things are often mixed up, put together, and turned into a new product. All right, well, congratulations.
Thank
You've won
you.
great prizes. Thank you for being here today.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you, Dave, and thank you, Glenn. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and we hope everyone at home enjoyed themselves today on Food for Thought. Join us next time. Bye.
Some of today's contestants may also receive from Interplaque, a sophisticated weapon in the war against plaque. 10 tufts of extremely soft bristles rotate 4,200 times a minute to scrub away plaque from deep between the teeth and under the gum line. This fully featured mid-size microwave oven with many automatic programs, 10 power levels and temperature probe. At GE, we bring good things to life. Sun Safari portable smokeless fireplaces create that romantic atmosphere in any room of your home. No ashes, no smoke. Sun Safari, an adventure in quality home decor. A first in Canada, the Tefal Freeline cord-free kettle combines portability and safety in European styling. Tefal, a world leader in houseware. From Henkel's, a set of professional knives and a handy knife holder, plus a video on cutlery care. Henkel's, where excellence has been a tradition for over 250 years.